back with another movie, maybe another horrible movie. Not sure how David feels about it yet, but we're back with the movie.
Uh, I was pretty vocal. Mm-mm.
Yeah, he was pretty vocal about it the entire time.
That's fair.
So, the movie we watched was The Strangers Chapter 1, which apparently is still in theaters, but you can also stream it digitally. And wow.
It's a good thing we actually stream it digitally because I don't think I would be happy to actually go and see this movie in cinema, to be honest.
Yeah. So first off, I just want to say that the villains, I guess the people who are torturing our heroes here are still very likable, a lot more likable than the heroes, sadly.
It is actually very, very funny when you realize that the acting of the heroes actually are worse than the people in a mask.
Yeah, so we got like I don't know if it's a star-studded cast. We have Madeline Petch. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but she's from Riverdale. And we also have Froy, who I don't know what he's been in, but
Most
poor
probably
Froy
porn.
he's not a good actor at all. Or
Most probably porn.
maybe it was the script. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Really, he had the porn level acting capability for the entire show. I'm sorry.
So currently it's sitting at 22% on Rotten Tomato, 4.9 on IMDb, 3 on IGN, and 43 on Metacritic. So definitely not winning any
Mm,
any favor with people. So
mhm.
this movie is not a prequel, which I thought it was. I thought it was a prequel, not a prequel. It's also not a sequel. It is apparently a standalone chapter in the same universe as the first one.
Oh, they're doing a Marvel thing? Really?
I mean I don't know. Well, apparently this is supposed to be a character study. Like they're trying to do Halloween. When Halloween is just like, well, to be fair, everyone disliked the latest Halloween, the first one, and then they liked the second one and the third one. So maybe I don't know.
But I would say, for the difference, the Halloween had good cast and actually great actors.
True.
This one hasn't. The big issue I have with that one really was the fact that we can't like the main character we're supposed to root for.
Yeah, the acting is just not there. I mean, it's if anything, the acting makes you root for the people you're not supposed to want to root for. Because there was some pretty intense, creepy scenes in this movie. Let's not ignore that. But unfortunately, they were kind of killed by the vibe of the two main characters. So
Mm.
yeah, and it's funny because I always thought Madeline was kind of a good actress, but not in this movie.
The big issue is we can't believe in that relationship. They're actually like two pieces of meat in a frozen bag. They don't actually have any connection together. Even the sex scene are even cold, like ice. There's nothing sexier about the sex scene.
Yeah, no
And it's a
chemistry.
guy. It's a guy. It's a guy. The guy actually really made the movie so tedious to watch. And also some of the decision the main characters have were just infuriating for me. It was like, ugh.
Yes. Now, for those of you who are fans of the Stranger franchise, like me, you might notice in the second one we had a similar kind of thing where the survivors made very poor choices, very stupid choices, from being locked in a bathroom with a shotgun to just the whole thing. But if I'm remembering this correctly, I think that was the end where they actually killed the three bad guys. But this movie, the choices they make aren't just stupid. They're just kind of like no one even tried. Like you didn't even try to do anything, believable.
It felt like a parody of itself. Like they
Yeah.
done everything. Like, oh, we got a creepy person ringing at the bell. So what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna smoke a joint, and then I'm gonna
Yeah,
drink.
there.
Then I'm gonna
Well,
go for a shower.
there was. I just want to like let's reference this, David, because this was a moment where you were kind of like cracking up because someone just came to the cabin and basically did the creepiest stuff ever,
Mm,
and they just act like it's another day. You know, they're just like, okay, well, anyways, why don't you go get the why
the
don't you go get the
burgers.
hamburger? And I'm just gonna make as much noise as I can.
I think for me, what the most infuriating is just that she's on her own. She's scared. What she does, she's opened the door to go and check outside. Really?
Yes, we always know you never do that in horror movies. That's how they get
Exactly.
in.
Or even the few times where they could have escaped, they're actually doing the stupid mistake of, oh, let's go to the shed. Why do you want to go to the shed? The
I mean,
person
come
is
on.
inside.
I mean, come on, guys. We got a whole forest.
And even that was the other movie where actually had things that actually didn't make any sense. It's like,
Yeah, but also, there was a moment where he accidentally killed, I guess, the owner of the owner of the Airbnb, and he just seemed so nonchalant about it. She was just like, "Oh, I don't think he has a mask," and he was just like, "Oh, okay," you know.
let's remember that before they almost got killed, and they're actually sitting next to the corpse, knowing there is some killers around, and they start to have these scenes. They say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just killed him. It was not your fault. It was
Yeah,
not your
I
fault. You
mean,
didn't know." Come on,
shotguns are very loud, so why would you just sit there and wait? I don't
exactly.
know. And then I guess they're setting up for chapter 2 and chapter 3, but the townspeople, it was kind of set up to make it seem like we would be getting some type of prequel, like maybe the town is feeding them
Mm.
people or something, but that didn't happen, at least so far. It was kind of like the townspeople were kind of annoying too. I don't know.
Well, the main character was annoying from the start, and I think that's the big issue is if you want to know a movie, there was two kind of school of horror movie. You can either have a killer and very annoying people that you root for being killed. You want them to be killed, so you see that in Friday the 13th. You can see that in Nightmare on Elm Street. You actually have really annoying teenagers, and you're actually so happy to actually see them being killed in a gruesome ways. Or you go another way, like House of the Devil or even The First Strangers. When you get characters you're really rooting for, we had Eden Lake, another one. When you got a character you really root for and you really feel scared for them, and then we didn't really have that. They actually they just mixed both score, but it didn't gel because we can't stand the people, but we have to be with them all the time. But we don't really care. We actually rather be with the killers. At least they were fun.
Yeah. No. Which says so much. It says so much. Well, I mean, chapter 2 is supposed to be coming later this year. They filmed all 3 chapters back to back, so I will be here for chapter 2. Hopefully,
But
if David can.
oh, I'm looking forward to it. But at least a voice actor died, so that's
Yeah.
actually a thing.
hmm And
I need to.
also, for those of you that are thinking about streaming it, there is a little bit of a post-credit scene. Just putting that out there. Just saying. Anything else you want to add, David?
Okay, for once, I'm actually I'm pretty much in concordance with what actually they're saying in the reviews. It was it was just like wasted opportunities. There was some very creepy scene. The killers are really creepy. They actually make the movie. But and you really have some creepy scenes happening, but the main characters are so unlikable and so badly acted. Like I said, two frozen meat together, it doesn't really gel at all, that we don't actually care about them. So it just kind of
Yeah.
create this weird movie that doesn't, yeah.
Well,
Mm,
it is in theaters. If you guys still want to check it out, it is streaming for $19.99. Yeah, you can stream it for $19.99. Um,
I know.
so yeah, we'll see you on chapter 2, I guess.
Yes, we
Bye.
will. Bye bye.